What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to ValleySportsPod. It is now episode 32, ladies and gentlemen. 3-2. We made it this far.
Wowza.
And we are one day away from March Madness finally starting. As you might not know, me and Timmy are huge college basketball fans. Always been one of our favorite times of the year.
Big time.
And I'm very excited because my alma mater, St. John's, can actually make a run, and I'm excited. And shout out LIU. Our favorite football team now has an amazing basketball team.
Absolutely, they do. I mean, it's a shame you guys got the 16, but you guys are in. Like,
I ain't afraid of Arizona. Arizona who?
yeah.
I don't care about that.
You know what? That's right. Exactly. Arizona, the choke artists of the century when it comes to college basketball. You guys got this.
Fins up, bite down. Fins up, bite down. And now they're going viral. LIU went viral. Yeah, they went viral on Instagram, TikTok. Their whole fins up when they're doing the free throw went viral. And I'm very happy for you guys. We'll always be supporting of you guys, and I'll be watching that game beginning to end because I hope they'll actually upset them. That'd be insanity.
We will party in the streets, and the legacy will live on forever. You guys could just retire the team at that point if that happened.
Oh my goodness. All right, and as always, behind the cam, our boy Nick. How you doing tonight, Nick?
Good.
What'd you think of the game last night? The World Baseball Classic, USA lost in the finals for the second straight time.
Yes, you didn't watch.
We know you didn't watch.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, it's disappointing that the offense just did nothing.
A lineup like that, 3 hits and 2 of them were Bryce Harper is not something you want to see.
Credit to Venezuela.
3 hits.
Credit to Venezuela. I don't think anyone had them winning, right?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
All right, so good. I mean, good for them. Respect, but yeah, the United States super team that they like to call it, the best team they ever assembled, fall short.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Looking back on it, I'm happier that this USA team fell instead of the hockey team falling to Canada.
Yeah, that would have been hard.
That would have been I'm a little angry, but I'm more angry at Aaron Judge playing like dog shit as per usual in every big game scenario ever. Isn't it funny how Aaron Judge is the best hitter of all time, yet it's the one hitter you don't want at the plate when it matters the most? It's the craziest thing in history. It makes no sense.
I know. I understand what you mean. It's almost like I'm trying to like a slight correlation of just at least in New York way, how a few years ago on the Knicks, Julius Randle was like the best player, but he also was like the last player I wanted to have the ball in the final seconds because he would always dribble off his foot or throw it a million miles an hour. So sometimes that happens.
Well, the difference is that Julius Randle isn't a top 2 player in the entire world.
Yeah, you're right.
So
shitballing over here. I got basketball on the mind.
I do too, but shout out Venezuela. Great win for you guys. I'm very happy. USA, disgusting disappointment. Pretty much everyone except Mason Miller, Bryce Harper, and Roman Anthony, whatever, take a shit. Embarrassing. I'm just going to say embarrassing. That lineup scoring 2 runs against the pitching the Venezuela throughout, Eduardo Rodriguez and freaking Brazopan, they weren't world beaters. We got freaking Paul Skeens and Mason Miller coming out of the bullpen, and we're losing to freaking Eduardo Rodriguez in the year 2026. Give me a break. Give me a break.
That is such a name, though, to be like the one to beat them.
That the offense is pretty much the entire thing to blame.
Yeah, but enough of World Baseball Classic. Who cares? Honestly, get them in the Olympics. Maybe they'll actually put on their best team possible.
I agree.
Because they were missing some key American players. March Madness is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it is.
We are now, what is it, 10 o'clock almost?
Almost.
We're less than 14 hours away from the first game of the day starting.
Oh, boy. Oh, baby.
Are we excited, ladies and gentlemen? Have you filled out your brackets? Call Sheet is now offering $1 billion if you can fill out the perfect bracket. Gentlemen, you know what are the odds of filling a perfect bracket are in actual number terms?
So I do recall one time hearing, but again, this was like we were in high school because it was when the perfect bracket challenge started.
That was when Warren Buffett was offering
Warren Buffett was doing it. It was like 1 in like 10 tillion or something like that.
Well, as of right now, it is 1 in 9.2 quintillion. I don't even know if
I'm gonna say it's probably more likely you get struck by lightning, like 4
Yeah.
or something.
Actually,
stupid.
you're more than likely to get struck by lightning 3 times in 1 year than to ever fill up a perfect bracket in your entire life.
I mean, it makes perfect sense though, which is a crazy statement because, like, wow.
You're more likely to get bitten by a shark 2 times in 1 year than to fill out a perfect bracket in your entire life.
Well, if you manage to get bitten by a shark twice in 1 year, I put that on you for the second time.
What if someone
Why?
works in the ocean?
Because why are you going back in the ocean? Like,
Gotta make money, honey.
I know, but then stay out of the water.
I don't know. I feel like if you get bit by a shark once, you're probably not thinking it's going to happen again.
Yeah, right.
Well, I know, but I feel.
What about
like,
the guy that got struck by lightning twice? You think he thinks it'll happen again?
No, but that's different because you could get struck by lightning in a freak accident. A shark attack,
A shark accident's a pretty freak accident. It's very unlikely.
I know, but I feel like there's always an element there of like you shouldn't be in that territory. So if you get bit by a shark, like you should realize maybe for the next 11 months or so, hey, maybe I just won't go back into the shark infested waters or something like that. I don't know. You guys are pissing me off now.
What happens
Shout
after
out
the
to
11
Jaws.
months?
I don't know.
The sharks.
I haven't gotten that.
The sharks won't attack you after 11 months.
You think you have a better-
the,
You think you have better odds of getting bitten by the same shark in the same year?
I don't know, man. That one shark.
That
ate,
would be
like, 6
astonishing.
people. It was that same shark in Jersey that they based Jaws off. But
Bruce?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's the
maybe
name of
we'll
the shark in
find
Jaws.
Nemo.
What?
No, the shark from Jaws is named. Don't they name him Bruce?
Yeah, but
Or
they
am I-
also.
and he's also.
I don't
Nemo.
think they name. Yeah, they do name it. I don't know if they ever like
in the
call
movie
him
they don't call him Bruce.
Bruce.
I
I
was
think
gonna
that was like
say.
the nickname of like the.
The director.
They had it
and
on the set,
producers and shit.
Oh, like the machine.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
we're getting too much on the tangent. Welcome to Valley Sports
That'll be
Pod,
a
ladies and
TikTok.
gentlemen. Yeah, welcome to Valley Sports Pod, ladies and gentlemen. So, our great friends, shout out to the Sim Bros podcast. Check them out. The link will be in the description. They're running a $1,000 tournament, free to enter. Link in the description will be there. You're free. You can make a bracket. Go crazy. $1,000 if you win this bracket challenge. You got to come in first. You get points determined on how many wins you get throughout the tournament. And all 3 of us are filling out a bracket for fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, does anyone, before we get started, we're going to start from the Elite 8, or else if we start from round 1, this thing's going to take forever.
Yeah, we'll be here
So-
until 3 a.m.
Let's before we get started, does anyone have any crazy upsets before the Elite 8 that you got on the top, off the top of your head right now?
So I have Hofstra beating Alabama.
Love that.
Thank you.
Shout out Hofstra. My fiance went to Hofstra, so she's excited to watch them.
Amazing. We all are rooting for our Long Island brethren.
Give us all 3
I-
New York teams in the finals.
I have plenty of upsets.
Oh, let me hear
See,
these.
down there.
I love McNeese. Give me some McNeese.
I had McNeese.
Um,
Yeah, I have them going to the Sweet 16.
I don't know how big. Let me check, because if you hear my Elite 8, it's quite amusing. So I I have Hawaii in the Elite 8 just for fun.
Wow.
That's generational.
Just for fun, and they're unfortunately I have them eliminating LIU.
Oh, brother.
I know. Who else do I have? That's the only silly team I have in there.
I have McNeese over Vanderbilt. Wow. I mean, the fact that there's a school named Prairie View and they're playing Florida. If Prairie View beats Florida, I'm not saying they will. That could be just a headline forever. Needs to be.
I mean, I did pick LIU to beat Arizona.
Oh,
Did you?
I mean, I love that, but I don't know. I don't think I have the balls to do that. Nick's a big LAU guy.
Nick is our big LIU guy.
I didn't even go to LIU, but I figured.
Shout out Sharks, fins down. So let's start us off quick. We'll go. Well, all I know is I have St. John's beating UConn to go to the Final Four because my school will be back there for the first time in 40 years
I was gonna say,
since Chris Mullen was there
wowza, woo.
and Mark Jackson. Shout out Mark Jackson.
We
Rick Pitino, they had their year of adversity and struggle. They lost to a very loaded Calipari team. And this year, they're going to go all the way to the Final Four because they got disrespected. The committee disrespected St. John's. They whooped, Nick, you watched them. How bad did St. John's whoop UConn in that
UConn.
finals?
That was,
Oh, you were there too.
Um,
I was there.
It was
We were all
It
there.
was pretty one-sided.
It was one-sided.
There was one point where like UConn kind of got back to within
Not
10.
even though
but
it was like like you said, it was within 10.
And the audacity to make UConn a
it
2
was
seed.
Yeah. Well,
Dan
again,
Hurley, baby.
it's always
Yeah,
always
the
been this
committee
way.
the committee loves rigging that shit. So my first Elite Eight game, I got St. John's over UConn.
St. John's over UConn. Oh, I actually, in my first Elite Eight game, I have UCLA over St. John's.
Okay, I can take that. UCLA is like like the Syracuse type. No matter what seed they are, they always have
always have that
and
chance.
a lot of people love UCLA this year.
I
I'm not
mean,
one of those believers,
So watching them come back from being down 22 against I forget who off the top of my head, might have been Indiana. It was insane, and they won on a buzzer beater, and I just feel like they're gonna carry that on with them. And I'm not even like huge supporter of UCLA. It's not like I'm a fan or anything, but being a fan of college basketball, I see them being that Cinderella, not even Cinderella. I can't say that because it's they're them.
what do you consider a Cinderella? Is it 8 seed and above or 9 seed and above?
I think 8 seed and above.
8
Like
seed.
that time when UConn won the title when they were the 7 seed, and people were trying to say like it was a Cinderella run.
You
I was like,
you can't
no,
call that it.
it's UConn first off.
When was Butler an 8 seed or 7 seed?
Butler was an 8 seed.
They were an 8 seed.
Yeah.
Then they lost in the final.
They
to Duke.
were a Cinderella.
That is a Cinderella.
That was literally Gordon Hayward just put everybody on his back.
And great coaching.
Actually, that too, yeah. But yeah, what do you guys got next?
I got from the other side. I got Gonzaga beating Wisconsin in the Elite Eight to move on to the Final Four.
Gonzaga beating Wisconsin there. Houston.
That's my West region. My East region, I got St. John's to the Final Four. My West region, I got Gonzaga to the Final Four.
Oh, we're going with the West.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, that's where I have Hawaii and Miami meeting each other.
Now that's a final. That's an Elite Eight game if I've ever heard one.
But Miami's gonna pull that one out.
Oh, they better if
they make it that far.
If the Rainbow Warriors make it to the Final Four, I don't even know. Is Ryan a basketball Hawaii fan too?
I don't.
Our friend Ryan.
I don't think so. But
our friend Ryan's a big Hawaii football fan. Big Hawaii football fan.
I don't know what team if he likes any team in basketball. It's just that's kind of a random thing.
What do we got, Tim?
So, for my Elite Eight matchup outside of St. John's UCLA in the South, I have, and this will come as a little bit of a shock, Iowa and Houston.
Iowa's sneaky.
So,
but I love Houston.
Houston, I have going to the Final Four. Iowa, when you just start to choose like, they'll upset that, and then whatever you chose in the other thing, like the other game, and then you see them play in the next round, and you're like, I think maybe they can upset that too. I'm probably going to go back and change things because as I'm talking about it, like it sounds absolutely
never tinker.
Insane.
You didn't learn anything from the league. You can't even tinker your bracket.
I just went with my gut, which was that the Rainbow Warriors
would be in the Elite.
They were looking at me funny.
All right, so my Midwest Final Four participant, I guess you can call it, I got Michigan over Iowa State. Michigan's a wagon this year. I think this is the year they finally get their monkey off the bat. And I guess I'm spoiling. I'm most likely going to pick Michigan, but we'll get to there.
Yeah, I guess we will.
I have Iowa State beating Michigan.
God damn you, Nick.
We
will be watching that nicely.
So I have Michigan beating Iowa State because I think that Michigan is just going to be on a tear all throughout to the Final Four. Who knows what happens when the Final Four comes along, but I just don't see Michigan really being challenged by many teams on their path there.
Yeah, they got a very easy path. Unless something goes catastrophically wrong, I don't see them losing until minimum Final Four.
I also have, I didn't do the South yet. I have Florida beating North Carolina to go to the Final Four.
Shout out our friend Thomas, because I don't even have North Carolina getting out of the first round.
Thomas.
Yeah.
In my West, I have Wisconsin and Purdue, and I have Purdue beating them because Purdue is also another team that's going to just go on a tear up until at least the Elite Eight.
Well, here's the thing also I wanted to talk about. What do you guys think about Miami of Ohio is 31-1, and they still have to earn their way to get in? Do you think that's ridiculous?
So it reminds
Do
me.
they do it based on strength of schedule and all
Yes.
that nonsense?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
that's
I want
all
to say
the
they're 263rd out of like 268th.
And the committee's human that decides. It's not like an algorithm,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So like, anytime you have humans deciding, you get like stupid shit.
Mhm.
But to start 31-0, no matter what level of play you're in, that's hard to do.
No, it's incredibly hard to do. It's like so many years ago, we were in high school, I think maybe 9th or 10th grade. Murray State was like 27-0, and they were like, actually, you're going to be playing for the 16th seed. It's like, there's no losses. So, like, you have to, no matter what, like, what would you call it? Section, franchise, SEC, Big Ten, conference.
Conference?
Jeez,
Yeah.
talk about a brain freeze.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's really weird that they got to win to get in when they've won 31 times.
Yeah, that's just because it's like, then what was the season even for? The fun in it all.
I don't know. I think people are so scarce. I guess this is a whole different other sport, but from when TCU that one time made it to the finals and Georgia just embarrassed them 60 to like nothing pretty much.
Mhm.
But it's just like they beat Michigan, they got in, and Georgia was just on another level. I know basketball is so much different than football. Basketball, any team could beat any team on any day. You go cold for a day, and all of a sudden you're Virginia losing to the Golden Retrievers. Like, so let's get to the Final Four. So for my Final Four of the Sim Bros Bracket Challenge, shout out to my boys out west, the Sim Bros. I got Gonzaga versus Michigan, St. John's versus Houston. And we'll go around the horn, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone will give their Final Four.
So I've got Michigan against Purdue, and I have UCLA and Houston.
All right.
UCLA, keeping an eye on you.
I have UConn and Florida, and then Iowa State and Miami.
All right. Nick's got a little Cinderella-ish run.
Yeah, that's
All right. I dig it. So I know this is going to surprise a lot of people. I unfortunately got St. John's losing to Houston.
I thought you were gonna say winning.
I think Houston's a little too good. No, I'm not that. I'm not that
gonna
biased.
say, like,
As much as I love my Johnnies, I don't know. I just can't see them. Even though they'll be on a nice streak, I love riding the hot hands, but Houston's too good. I got Houston going to the finals, back in the finals.
back to the finals.
I unfortunately have UConn beating Florida,
God, if UConn wins another championship,
and then I have Iowa State beating Miami.
UConn, Iowa State, Black
I
versus
have
Black.
Miami getting beaten in the first round.
Okay,
Hmm.
Nah.
interesting, ladies and gentlemen, interesting.
But in terms of that, I have UCLA beating Houston, and I have Michigan beating
UCLA.
what? No.
Oh.
I was gonna say Michigan beating Purdue.
Okay, I'm the same as you. I got Michigan again.
Michigan is a place they call Great Michigan.
I got Michigan beating Gonzaga to go to the finals. So me and Tim both got Michigan in our final.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say probably a lot of you out there have Michigan in your final.
Yeah, a lot of popular Florida. Just don't have 4-1s in the Final Four.
Yeah,
It's only happened twice in the entire history of this tournament.
crazy, amazing.
Shout out to our friend Peter who always put ones.
When
in
was
Yeah.
what were the final four that was
last
number
year
ones?
and 2008 are the only 2 years ever to have 4-1s in the Final Four.
So
Crazy.
And as long as Arizona's of number one, there won't
There
be 4.
won't be. 'Cause
There won't be 4.
LIU is going to stomp them.
I hope so. I'm rooting for them.
I rooting for them is an understatement. I mean,
I might make a bracket where LIU wins it all.
we would be like trillionaires.
Give me St. John's, McNeese, LIU, and Hawaii in the Final Four. That's what I need in my life. Or LIU Hofstra in the Final Four.
Yeah. I do have McNeese going to the Sweet 16.
But my final is Michigan versus Houston, and I got Michigan finally getting it done. They got their football championship, and now they're going to get their basketball championship. Michigan gets it done in Georgia's bracket, brought to you by the Sim Bros.
So,
Back to you, Tim.
So in Timmy's bracket, Michigan, as I said, will tear through everybody to get there, but UCLA will be the ones to topple the behemoth that is known as Michigan because they have the heart. They have the ability to go on these runs we've seen year after year after year. And I think that Michigan is going to hit their wall when that happens. And I could be completely wrong because a bracket is so easy to just dissipate within a few hours. But that's my decision over here, and I hope some of you out there support it.
Well, before we get to Nick, there is one guy. You remember the guy that bet $30,000 on the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl?
Yep.
He put a TikTok out today. He put 16,000 on UCLA to win the tournament.
The title.
And it would pay out 1.9 million, and everyone's freaking out.
Dude, that much money that you have to put on that, like, that's to just be like, yeah, I'll just put 16,000 on something that because if you do that for like football, it's at least you have like the full season really to watch and be like, maybe
they could lose.
Unless you're a Jeff
They
fan.
could lose this weekend, and you're done.
Exactly. I'm like,
I'd assume he's not hurting for money.
yes,
I
that's
would
the
assume
thing,
so. Yeah.
is
Make
if
that
you're
kind of
gonna
bet.
be, I mean, gosh, good golly.
All right, Nick. Who is your national champion?
Iowa State.
Okay.
Beating UConn.
All right.
I like that because I do not want to watch UConn win another freaking title.
Please.
So I feel like they'll go on a run and everyone will hate them, but they'll fall short, and everyone will be celebrating in the streets when Dan Hurley bitches at the referees again.
Yep.
I was gonna say, there's always
Is he the most hated coach in college basketball?
He has to be.
Yeah.
Such a
He's such a what, Timmy?
no, he's just a whiny little baby.
I know. Is he a good coach though?
Yes, of course, but so was Coach K, and he was whiny and annoying.
Did the Lakers offer him a job, or did people just want him to go to the Lakers?
It's the same thing as in this guy wants to come to the Lakers. It's the same bullshit. Like
so there was no actual interest.
No.
Okay.
No.
It's just like, remember when Lillard had thoughts of leaving? Everyone's like, Lillard to the Lakers. Like,
yeah,
because all the Lakers fans want every player
I feel
ever.
like basketball
Always.
fans are very much like that, though. Like,
well, I mean, because they are the like storied franchise, them and the Celtics.
No, he's talking about basketball fans in general.
I feel like they hear a name and like your team is automatically has a trade package waiting for him.
Heat fans are notorious for that. The amount of Giannis Heat jerseys, like edits I've seen, are insane.
Wait, George, speaking of the Heat, did you see Patrick Beverley said James Harden was better than Dwayne Wade?
Yeah, that's...
He said, no disrespect to Dwayne Wade, but James Harden's more talented.
All right,
Okay,
now you're going to really piss me off. You start.
So you want to compare the scoring aspect of it. James Harden does have more versatility in shots and higher scoring ability. Dwayne Wade was able to do anything you needed a guard to do. He was insanely clutch, first off. Let's get that out of the way. The amount of buzzer beaters he had compared to Harden missing 11 straight threes in a game 7 or however many it was.
Yep.
It, like, just take away. You know what it is because these idiots think so much of like, well, they're such a prolific scorer and they were back then, all this. And it's like, there's so much shit that goes into it outside of that.
It's revolutionist history.
Yeah.
They like to...
Revisionist
history, excuse me. Thank you, Nick. That's why we have you. It's because people see what they saw and think, okay, that's the best I've ever seen.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess maybe but even us in our generation, it's not like we're being like, sorry, Michael Jordan, but Dwayne Wade was better than you.
I
mean, that's an absurd statement.
I get like the recency bias to a certain extent, but like, I don't know, like,
I hate recency bias so much.
I mean, but I understand that, like, if I watched it, like, my favorite players are probably going to be not like Michael Jordan. It's going to be like the ones I actually watch. So it's more likely someone from our generation likes Kobe better.
Yeah,
but like something like that. But like you can't just go back and be like, well, he's better because I watched him.
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
Wade is 100 times better than Harden.
Well, I have never met anyone that has said James Harden's better than Dwayne Wade.
How can anybody even say it seriously?
Like, there are fans who do it. Younger fans.
The guy has a statue that's how important he was to a team.
Yes, but
James-
it's like there are fans who grew up from like they were in the age of 12 to 25 from 2010 to like, or not even 2014 to 2025, and they saw Dwayne Wade's later years and don't put him on a pedestal like we do because we saw how elite he was.
Not only that, though, too, like, if LeBron didn't come to the team, then it still would have been Dwayne Wade's team, and his averages still would have been much higher. But either way, the argument is that the limit does not exist.
It's
Like,
not even close. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't even need to. I'm pretty sure I touched on most of what.
Patrick Beverly is also notoriously not
Well,
the
he's
sharpest tool in the shed.
a dumbass with.
He is an idiot.
I mean, first off, he is somebody who doesn't know how to control his emotions in the slightest. I mean, if you're gonna throw a basketball at a fan who's making a joke at you, like,
He did do that.
yeah, it's Cancun on 3.
Then didn't he talk about it on his podcast or a
Yes.
podcast?
Yeah, and he was trying to defend it, and I was like,
I feel like
just don't talk about it.
I feel
dude.
like you'd have to like say something. What the fan said makes it even funnier because it wasn't like something where I understand, like
Yeah,
getting
where
angry and
he-
throwing the ball.
It's like it's a funny comment.
Exactly. It wasn't
It's
like
like-
he was being, aggressive towards him or anything.
Yeah, it's not like he like named a dead relative.
Yeah.
Like that. Like then I might be like, okay, like he shouldn't have thrown the
Yeah,
ball, but
that-
I get it. Like maybe I would have thrown the ball too.
No,
but
then I would have been like, you provoked him to throw the ball. This
Cancun
is
on
like
3. And I remember those videos on Twitter of like you could hear the
Yeah.
person saying it.
I will say, Patrick Beverly's was involved in my favorite moment ever when LeBron got fouled and they didn't call, and he grabbed the camera from the stands and showed it to the ref, and he got a technical foul for it.
Yeah. As he
That
should
is
have.
hilarious.
God.
Interaction in NBA is like the closest interaction you're gonna get, just because people could be like literally on the court.
I actually think that it is just so dumb to not have some sort of barrier in between them, because as much as these guys are soft and I say shit about the players in the league, you do need to protect your players. And
And the fans to a
And-
degree.
yeah, the fans to a degree, but I'm more saying like, let's go back to when the Knicks played the Hawks in that series, and there was that guy who like spat on Trae Young.
Yeah, like
And
that shouldn't be happening.
That I'm like, there needs to be some sort of protocol or like way that he can't reach him here. And I mean, it would suck for them to be like, well, we're going to put boards up like they do in hockey, but
Oh my god, that would be.
Well,
Oh my god, that would be so bad.
I also hockey is such a
or
different
netting,
sport.
let's say netting.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say like netting. I feel like the boards are the glasses there just to make sure no one gets hit with the puck
Yeah,
more than
pretty much.
anything.
I feel like NBA fans are way more aggressive. Like baseball fans heckle, and they're cleverly heckling.
Yeah, baseball
Yeah,
fans do
it's
have
so
some
clever
clever
to
stuff.
throw half-empty beer cans onto the outfield.
Well, I'm
That's-
talking like
that's
when
not heckling Timmy.
Yeah, that's not what
That's
I'm
just
saying.
being a jerk off.
Yeah,
Well, he said heckling cleverly.
yeah, like they'll say clever puns to them.
And you brought up like the most extreme example of fan behavior.
Yeah, relax over there, all right? I know
Right,
you're still
no.
upset about the Harden comment.
Heckling. I remember the Uber driver one that people remember.
Oh my god,
that
we were
people
at
got
that,
it. Yeah,
we
yeah.
were at that game. The Uber driver was pitching.
It was kind of funny though.
It was hilarious.
Did he stay in the league after that?
Not long, no.
Okay.
He was
I didn't know.
very below average. Baseball's starting next week.
I know, it was crazy.
Woo.
That's
Not excited for the
Well,
Mets?
what-
No, I'm gonna be excited, and like it leading up more, like in the few days before, I'll be happy that baseball will be on. But also, I don't really start paying attention until the summer because there's much more important things going on than the first 2 months of the season.
Yeah.
And
So, I got two more things before we finish. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow at ValleySportsPod. If you get us to 1,000 before the end of the month, I will eat that Carolina Reaper that I keep promising. I got my fantasy baseball draft this Saturday, so let me know in the comments below if you want any fantasy baseball advice. I've been doing it for a long time. I know what I'm doing just as much as football. I'm going to give you guys a couple upsets that I love for this weekend. I know we talked Hofstra. I'm confident. I'm not 100% confident. Still a plus 550 underdog. 2 upsets I'm in love with. I love USF and I love VCU. Those are my top 2. Go crazy. No lookers.
I chose VCU also, but only to get out of the round of 64.
Yeah. Well, VCU I love. North Carolina's coming in. They're missing one of their best players. And VCU's looked good this year, playing great defense. Spread the floor very nicely. And USF love their team. They're just a very, very good, solid team. They love to push the ball. They play high tempo. They average, I think, 88 points a game, which is, I think, top 10 in the nation. Great team. I think they're up. They're on upset watch. But if Hofstra upsets, that'd be crazy. Would love that.
I would love to see it, and I believe in you boys.
And shout out LAU. St. John, please get past at least the round of 32. I need to see some St. John's hype basketball.
Hype.
But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, and there will be that next time, this is George from Valley Sports Pod. Give you 189 dive. That's a wrap. Episode 32 in the books. 32. 32.
Amari Stoudemire when he first came in the league.
Okay, I mean, that's not that.
Jonathan Quick.
Jonathan Quick. That's a better one. I like that. The Jonathan Quick episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Doug Martin. No, 22.
Yeah, 22.
Damn.
Shout out Doug Martin if you know fantasy, if you know.
You know.
Yeah, whatever.
Rest in peace.
St. John's to the Final Four, RIP. LAU, fins up, bite down. Timmy, give it to me one more time.
Nick, flip that switch.
Bye, everyone.